Good morning everybody, we're here today at the Boddington Classic Final. Two-day event this year, hosted by the Angling Trust, sponsored by Free Spirit, and yeah, we're really looking forward to it. The weather's blessed us, we've got glorious sunshine, so I'm fully expecting a fair few fish on the Pellet Waggler up in the water, although they can be a little bit moody here at Boddington. But yeah, fantastic event. Hugely appreciative to Si for sponsoring it this year. It means we've boosted the prize fund. We're paying all the way down to 7th this year. Sections across both days defaulted as well. And yeah, so there'll be hopefully plenty of happy anglers, myself included. I'm fishing the 2 days and fingers crossed I can keep hold of the title that I won last year.
Boys!
Alrighty, so we're here with Si Bond from Free Spirit Match, and we're just going to talk about the sponsorship of the Boddington Classic. So I bumped into Si whilst I was running one of these qualifiers, probably, what was it, a couple of years back now, and then sort of we got to know each other a bit more, didn't we? And then last year I sort of said, you know, we can really move this thing on if maybe we got a sponsor on board, didn't we?
Yep, that's about the size of it. I think you know I've got a bit of an affinity for this place anyway, because we've been long into the carp market, barbel market.
Yes.
But then it was suggested by a good friend of mine that we got involved in the carp scene, match scene. Wanted to do some obviously commercial type rods and bigger feeder rods, show what we could kind of do with distances, and this place is ideal for it. So, you know, it's a perfect place. We rocked up at the Ringers Pairs you know, with myself and Mark Hutchinson, who was involved in the testing as well.
Yeah.
And I kind of fell in love with the place and really got a kick out of doing it. And because this place has been kind to us, we thought, what better way of putting something back in?
Yeah, and we're hugely appreciative, obviously, at the Trust. It's really helped bolster the competition for this year. We've managed to get some nice, you know, some name boards for the final, haven't we? And we've got, you know, a bit more prize money as well, and some flags, just to make it look like a really nice, proper event, haven't we? So, I think the final should really enjoy it this year. Yeah,
and it's kind of, you know, extending the format to a 2-day, I think, has worked. You know, quite a few people were keen on it when the idea was originally mooted by Joe Jagger, I think. So you know, everybody seems to have warmed to the format, changed it around a bit, and you know, we'll go away, I'm sure, and have a debrief after the event and see where it is. I mean,
and it's echoed by us, obviously, at the Trust. Ticket sales this year were insanely quick. We tried to make sure that people that had fished it in the past still got an opportunity to get a ticket, didn't we? And I think we'll probably keep that going, just because it's a friendly atmosphere at the Classic, isn't it? Everybody mucks in, everybody helps with the way in, and long may it continue, really.
Well, that's really sort of part of the appeal for me, is that it's always been fished in a friendly manner. You know, I've certainly enjoyed it. You know, it's nice to see that friendly atmosphere, and it was something I was very keen on doing.
Definitely.
You know, and the people who had supported in the past were given the opportunity to get on board again. So
100%. It just remains to say, long may it continue, really, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah. No, sorry. Look forward to it. I think you know, after the event, I'm sure, you know, we'll review it and we'll reconfirm our commitment to it for the future, James.
Awesome. Yeah.
And again, thanks to all you guys as well for all your organisation.
Thank you very much. So, here's 2023. It's fished quite well, actually, I think, in comparison to what the qualifiers have been like. There's been some good weights on both days and relatively consistent, so hopefully you think the pegging's been half decent. I'm going to hand you over to Si, who's sponsored the competition this year, just to say a few words on it.
Thank you, James. Well, firstly, thanks to James and his team for all the organisation they've done, put in a sterling effort. It's been a pleasure to be involved in the competition from our side. Boddington's been good to us. I'd like to think it kind of put us on the map when we launched our match range. And obviously this is one way of us giving something back to all those people. I think I've made quite a lot of friends from my time up here fishing the ringers and obviously fishing this competition in the last couple of years. Obviously it's been a grueler, as James said. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the new format, the 2 days. We will have a big debrief afterwards, I'm sure, about sort of, you know, taking it forward.
Yeah.
And I'll reconfirm our commitment to it next year. You know, it's been a pleasure involved with this year, and obviously we want to take it forward and make it bigger and better for everybody. So thanks again, James.
No,
and thanks to all you guys.
Right. If the top three can stay behind for pictures as well, you've got a bottle of bubbly and a trophy to have a picture with. So with a weight of 99 kilos, 300 grams across the 2 day, in third place, it's Alex Walker. Hello, Alex.
Well, Alex.
Thank you.
Cheers. Nice fella.
Yeah. One of those.
There we go.
Cheers, pal.
Do you want to just hang on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Righty, runner up for the 2 days. With a weight of 107 kilos, 800 grams. It's Jason Mackey.
Well done, Jason.
Thank you.
That's for you.
That's for you as well.
And that is definitely for you.
Lovely.
Well done.
Lovely. Thanks, Paul.
Jason, can you hang on for the pick, please?
Yeah.
Righty. So he was the clubhouse leader on day one. He had over 100 kilos day one, but he's topped it up really well today. And your 2022 Free Spirit Match Boddington Classic champion is Brandon Fowler. Well done, Brandon. Well fished, fella.
Well done, Brandon. Well fished.
Well done.
That's yours.
Congratulations.
And that as well. Well done.
It just leaves me to say a huge thanks to everyone who's attended this year. Your chip in, wage duties, all the rest of that. I think it's a reasonable laugh normally for most of us, isn't it? So hopefully we'll see you all again next year, and safe travels back home. Thanks all. So we're here with this year's 2022 Free Spirit Match Boddington Classic champion, Brandon Fowler. How did it go, Brandon?
It went all right. Drew a good peg on day one.
Yeah.
Hopefully made it count, and then on day two it was harder, but I found a few and it was enough.
So you were pegged 2 on the down wall day on day one, weren't you? How did you catch him? Did you catch him on the Waggler, did I see?
Most of them on the Waggler, yeah, mugging and a few off the back of the feed, and then a good run on a short method later on.
Nice. So was that just pinging a few 8 mils, or?
Yeah, it went quiet and the cruisers disappeared.
Right.
And I got sort of few funny indications, so I started feeding heavier and I threw a method underneath it just short of my Waggler line,
Righty.
and picked a few fish up quick later on.
And what sort of hookbait wise were you on the method? Like a wafter or a pellet?
Just an 8mm pellet.
Just an 8mm pellet,
Yeah.
standard heavy hookbait. Nice. Then day 2, you were up in the sanctuary, weren't you? Peg 101. 101, yeah. How did that day go in comparison?
It took a while to get my first bite. I think I had 2 in the first sort of 3 hours.
Yeah. That patient, sit out, wait it, sit on your
Yeah,
hands.
just sitting it out, just creep out, and then I decided to put a bit of distance on. I've gone to like between 95 and 100 metres.
Fair play.
And
Big
I've
old
got sort
whack.
of 7 in 7 chucks. And
Nice.
sitting
Late
it
on,
out.
just there, rocking up.
Yeah.
And what were your bite times? Sort of 2-3 minutes, that normal sort of Boddington time?
Within sort of 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Big wrap rounds?
No, quite steady. They were
Yeah.
small fish, to be fair. I've had 9 for, what, 26 kilo?
Yeah.
So,
By Boddington standards, quite small.
yeah. But I knew it'd be hard. I just needed to get some bites, and I thought that was the best bet. So
Lovely stuff. So what are you going to do with the 2K? What's the...
I'm going to split it with Tom.
Split
and
it with
then,
Tom?
Yeah, and probably save it, not do anything exciting with it.
Fair play, Brandon. That's been great. I hope you've enjoyed this year, and hopefully see you back to try and defend your title next year,
Yeah,
right?
we'll be back. Thank you
Cheers,
very much.
fella. Ta, mate.
Cheers.